Unfortunately, he's not delivered with a championship glory at the end, but he certainly delivered when it comes to his home right here at Ruapuna today. So that is great. We talk about the staggered start, where you can see there is an offset and truly an advantage with a bike length of being first and then on to second, third and fourth, and then crossing over to fifth, which is just another bike length in it. So no longer is it just the first row and the second row, where first row were each of those in a very good position, and second row appeared to be about 6 bike lengths further back, and really having a trouble to get an advantage from that second row. Now you find that the first rider on the second row is only now a bike length behind the man who's then on the outside of the next row. So there we are.
4 brands on the front row. We're starting off with Yamaha, Suzuki, MV Augusta and Honda. The right lights are ready to go out. In fact, here we go for the first race of the New Zealand Superbike Championships, and that's a decent hole shot there for the Suzuki up in there, Richie.
Yes, indeed, and great to get away. In fact, I was just looking across at the start and just wondering where our line was, and all of a sudden to see that we had Damon Rees there, although second position, he was on the outside, Phyllis. But I tell you what, Aaron Hassan was the man to look so good through there on a puff of dust already in the dust, and we've gone to straight away to a yellow flag to be waved, and just somebody has slowed up as well. Or there's two at least.
There's 2 riding off there.
There's 2 riding off, let alone one's done, not likely to have made that amount of dust, I would expect.
No, there's 2 more lying in the dirt there, just grabbing the binoculars. We've got at least 2 bikes lying there. The riders are up by the look of it.
No, you've got come back onto the corner and still
3 bikes.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Damon Smith, along with others, or letter T missing in there in fifth, so somebody's moved up, but it doesn't matter. 28, Shane Richardson, Daniel Metib is in there. Daniel, in fact, over on the far side, and then we've got somebody missing off that next row. Connor London missing in there as well. Much better start. Let's look at the number 9, Damon Rees down on the inside. Good start by Demon Damo. He's got away to a cracker there on the Tony Rees Motorcycles Honda CB600R. So a nice start by Damon to mix it up with them in the early stages, and hopefully, fingers crossed and all eyes, there'll be nobody looking in any other direction than the Flexoplast corner to see them go through as they head towards ICOM, and an opportunity to go down towards the hairpin for the first time. So great start out there with our fabulous 600 class, and of course the new lineup with what we're calling our B class as well. And when you check out your program, you can have a look at the Dynoworks 600 class, and in your program you've actually got 15 starters in the championship Super Sport 600, but you've also got 12 starters now in our Super Sport B lineup. So our B lineup means those that are not in the championship class, those that don't necessarily want to race and go for the championship. Many of those, of course, which will be just Canterbury and locals that are potentially only going to do this round through the championship. So it's favoured having more riders, more people participating, looking at a greater grid, and hopefully some of them to be more inspired to maybe go up to some championship racing. Brought to us by Dynoworks. Of course, the latest technology of DynoJet Dyno can supply you with your power supply and custom commanders and DynoJet jetting systems, specialising in motorcycles, quad and kart tuning as well. So DynoJet giving us our Super Sport 600 inspired to Staples that time. Fingers crossed we got through Flexoplast. This field looking good.
Oh, we got through, and looking at the qualifying times, we saw Cam Hudson out there, the local Cantabrian, on 61, qualified at 1:32.5. It was a full second behind him at a 1:33.5 was the next one, Damon Rees, but it's not all playing out on the track. In fact, Cam Hudson was up in 3rd place, slipped back to 4th place. As they went through the start-finish line, he went up to 3rd place again. So he was a full second quicker in qualifying than anybody else there. In fact, in the first session this morning, he was 1.7 seconds quicker than anybody else in the Super Sport 600 class, whether it's AB grade or whatever it is, or the Super Stock class. So absolutely a massive difference on the track at the moment. Oh, look at Cam Hudson going into the kink over the back straight. I forget what it's called now.
It's now called ICOM. Used to be called Pothole, but we'll call it ICOM. It's its new sponsor's name for Mike Sparrow Motorsport Park Spider. But hey, look at that from Daniel Medham. What a fantastic start he's had. Remembering he was back on that second row, effectively starting in 5th place on the grid, but he's already gone past the riders that were 1, 2, 3 and 4 in front of him. So that is exceptional to see, and started to pull a little bit of a buffer in there. So this guy proving to us why he was the recent Suzuki Series winner, with some fantastic riding through Hampton Downs, Manfield and Wanganui Cemetery Circuit, Spider.
I don't think he's going to have it all his own way a long time, because Cam Hudson, as I said, across the start-finish stripe on the same lap there, he just pipped into 3rd place. He's now right up there in the 2nd. Look at that. We've got Suzuki, Yamaha, MV Augusta, Honda, and then the Kawasaki of Shane Richardson. Then we go to, I think it's number 14, Aaron Hassan there. So 5 different bikes in the top 5. How unusual is that?
Yeah, great to see, and nice to see the others flavour, of course, of what is Supersport class, and making sure that we've got the likes of the Triumph in there and Envio Augusta, a couple of examples of motorcycle manufacturers that generally before have been outside the realm of these Japanese brands, but are now being recognised as being, although extra by capacity, they're in the same power balance, and this is where the kind of class they need to fit into, and putting in an exceptional performance in this Dynoworks 600cc Supersport class, where the championship is all on for round number 1, and well, some drama in that opening race where we had the crash on Flexoplas, but that's been cleared, and we're back, unfortunately losing 2 of our very, very good riders in that lineup, so leaves the gap as we look for Hudson out of Icon, heading down towards the hairpin, and it's Hudson that wanted to get through there on Medham looking for that advantage, remembering Medham's the Auckland visitor, and Cam Hudson, the local man here at Ruapuna, he knows Mike Perra Motorsport Park like the back of his hand, putting all the pressure on there. In fact, coming up to that hairpin, I really thought he was going to make the pounce as we go out through Fulton Hogan, looking for the Casino Carousel to come up to as the next part of the track, but is Spider well called? It is definitely the chance of Cam Hudson here as he looks up the inside. No, not an opportunity to get through there at the moment. The Aucklander will keep him at bay, so come on Canterbury, want to see your support, remembering you own today, you're the crowd, you're the spectators, you can get up, you can cheer as well. They might be well off the track, but as we know with racing, these riders can see you, they're looking at out their peripherals and realising, and here it is for Hudson trying to get up, no, can't quite do it at the moment, still Medham's advantage, so Medham in the front, but that's 2 opportunities, in fact 3, hairpin, then Fulton Hogan, the Carousel, and now make it S's and the Dunlop Dipper where he's pushed, although going into Dunlop he didn't quite push as I might have expected him to, more an opportunity to have a look, he's got lots of opportunities out there to make sure that he can make it pay, so great work out there as they go through the Rock FM sweeper, Spider Staples, Cam Hudson, can he lead at the end of the next lap?
Yeah, I think he can. We'll just see what the overall power is like. It seems to be the leads of that Suzuki is just opening up 2 or 3 bike lengths along the front straight, which means Cam Hudson is having trouble getting into the slipstream. That's what a lot of people need down this front straight. They get into the slipstream, get out of the toe, but that's not happening. Cam Hudson also, I think, in the first session set his personal ever best. Now, that's not bad for a man that is a local. It's not a strange track to him. He does a lot of time here during the winter. Man, he's got that Icons corner sorted. Look at it, he's got that Icons corner sorted over the back there, but Daniel Medham reels him back in. Now, we've got to also remind the people that Dan is carrying some injury. He crashed at Higgins at Manfield in the middle of the Suzuki series. They missed a gear, got a false neutral, and it carried him into the dirt with the big severe wind, and he popped his AC joint out. So rode conservatively at Wanganui to win the Suzuki series title, to win the Formula 2 class, and he is carrying a little bit of injury, but he's a young fella, he's fit and strong, he lives for motorbikes, and he'll push as hard as he can all the way to race through. So it is indeed Dan Medham, followed closely by Ken Hudson, number 61. We go to Damon Rees there on the number 9 Honda. Then it's the Australian Alex Phillips, 28, and that is Shane Richardson from Wainuimata, was sidelined last year on the Thursday with he got knocked out, and therefore with a knockout you're sidelined for pretty well the whole season, so he's in consistent 5th place there, and right in behind him number 14, the young Aucklander who's already had a crash this weekend, that is Aaron Hassan, brother of the current New Zealand Superbike champion Jaden Hassan. Jaden not riding this season, he's decided to do a trip abroad and all that, so 6 bikes going fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through the start finish straight. It's a distant down there. We're looking out for Jeremy Holmes from Invercargill, the Honda rider from the Southland Honda team there, and right off the distance, Biggles is back on track after a crash. He was one of the people in the crash there last time, and there's Kawasaki upon Kawasaki, because the black bike there is number 11, and there's that Seth Devereaux from Southland as well. Seth, wow, big dive in there from Seth, I think, and he got right round the outside of Biggles. Well, that was a brave move, and Seth has the ability to win a New Zealand Championship 600cc race, but pretty well in the wet. If it's wet, he's your man, but in the dry, he doesn't shine just like the stars out there in the front. And out in the front there, it is Cam Hudson. We missed
he had his Facebook update, Spider, and it showed the fact that the last showing in his logbook was this event last year, and the next showing has been the event today. So 12 months, full rehabilitation, no racing, been doing a huge amount of his videography work, and of course a board member for Motorcycle New Zealand, a passionate volunteer, and a man who loves our motorcycle fraternity, and deservedly now going back to his original passion of racing itself, but with limited experience. First practice he was in 7th place, and he was over the moon. He ended up by qualifying in 10th, and that's the race he's putting on there at the moment to try and get back into our top 10 placings. And looking at some of those that have bettered their times from the previous one, which is great to see, and they include the likes of Damon Rees, who's made a vast improvement, only his debut ever Supersport 600 event here last year, so showing great improvement. So Daniel Cam, Damon, Alex and Shane up there. Going back to Aaron, Jeremy, Marcus and Seth. They're our top ones, but look at that, the Cam Hudson show. Fantastic to watch. So Cam Hudson officially updating as he goes along the main straight here at Mike Perry Motorsport Park. In exceptional form there to watch at the moment. So Cam Hudson, Daniel Medham, the earlier race leader. Damon Rees up there as well. So Damon Rees, the next of those in that lineup. Keen to watch out for Damo there because he's got his great pitman on board. Big brother Mitch at the moment. Mitch himself, a quality MX1 New Zealand motocross rider at his home event of Summercross back on the 28th of December. Qualified in second place in the MX1 class behind former world great Josh Coffins, only unfortunately to have a crash in the early part of race proceedings. So just giving you an idea that Mitchell in the top 5 of New Zealand MX1 motocross riders, and he's pit boy today for Damo, who's an ex-motocrosser himself, but he's turned to road racing, and in only his second season has had a fantastic run, including winning the Bridgestone Waikato champs during the year. So fantastic effort from the Whakatane man. So good effort for Damon out there in third place. But all right, the front running Cam Hudson, he was top qualifier by time, and it was exceptional to be a .966, so almost a whole second. Spider Staples in previous years, we would have said 4 or 5 riders would have fitted that gap. So Cam showing this dominance, but the question to be asked, can he be consistent and can he do it at Hampton Downs for the final, with remembering 5 races for this championship up there as well?
Well, we've got a long season ahead of us, but this guy's level-headed, and he's one of the few that hasn't changed classes. A lot of these guys haven't changed classes during the year, but he's just got more horsepower on his bike and settled down. They've got a spare bike, and but I mean, everybody's hungry out there to do as well as they can. We're talking about lap times. We're going to talk about lap times. The lap records are 1:32, 1:36 now. For most of the race, we've been in the 1:33s, but Cam Hudson is getting quicker and quicker and has dropped down into the 1:32.8 mark. So still 0.7 of a second off the lap record. We've already seen this weekend. You cannot break your lap record unless it's in a race. Like if it's set in qualifying, it's not officially a lap record, or it's just in free practice, it's not officially a lap record. But we've already seen about 5 or 6 machines under lap record time in their class. So expect lap records to fall, but not right now in the 600cc class as we watch them. 4 laps to go here at Saratoga for the first round of the New Zealand Superbike Championships 2016.
Great one, Spider. I'll just update real Puna at Terratoma the next round. Don't worry, I do that all the time myself. It's fine. We're just making sure we correct it all for you folks. Hey folks, Kiwi's Motorcycle Company, free pickup and delivery in North Canterbury. Guaranteed best service, best quality, open from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. Proud to be stockers of Pirelli and Elf lubricants, road bikes, dirt bikes, complete rebuilds, race preparation, suspension, riding gear, tyres, oils, parts and accessories. We love the Kiwi Motorcycle Company. Proud to be another great sponsor of our race package this weekend with our Dynoworks class on board. So here we are, our Super Sport and Super Sport B, and just to give you an update, the B is only by riders themselves and saying they only want to be a B rider. They're not doing the championship, they're not in the way of the championship riders, they just want to be in a class of their own, and we'll be recognising them as having a place in here for this event as well. So there we go, Cam Hudson, he's your race leader, what a buffer. And then we go back to that second place with Dan Medham still hanging in there, the earlier race leader. That time was out to close to 2 seconds. I think it's probably gone past the 2 second margin. In fact, it's over 3.1. That is huge. Cam Hudson, Daniel Medham, Damon Rees, Alex Phillips, welcome Australia, with Shane Richardson, Aaron Hassan going to Jeremy Holmes, Seth Devereaux and Marcus Biggles, Big B, but people call him Biggles because he loves it. There's the number 80 to go past. That is Biggles Racing Spider. Something from you?
Oh no, I was trying to check up on the lap times here. In fact, I thought we'd drop down into the 1:32s close to lap record, but we're pushed back into the 1:33s. But even on the track there, 1:33.2 for Cam Hudson, and we're in the 1:34s for the boys in behind them. And looking out the track there, they're going around that big carousel there, the Christchurch carousel. There are 2 number 61s out there, by the way. There is Demery Cordigas to the Ducati 748 as well. So a little bit of confusion there. But the man out in the front there on the Trevor Pierce Yamaha, the white and orange and a bit of black in there, 61, goes in towards 2 corners before the dipper there. He's out in the front. It actually looks like a bit of a battle coming on there for second place. Dan Medham is under a huge threat from Damon Rees. Damon Rees drives up on the inside. Oh, that's a brave move. That's a brave move. You've got to do it somewhere. And it is indeed in second place, Dan Medham. But Damon Rees, I saw him close up maybe 4 to 5 bike lengths between 2 short corners. So is Dan Medham getting tired? And I'll tell you what, all those Rees family are as fit as rabbits too, and absolutely magic people to be around the pits with. So a battle going on there. We look further down to 4th place. It is Alex Felix on the Alicraft sponsored MB Augusta. Beautiful different motorcycle to most of the others out there, being a 3-cylinder 675. The rest of them are 4-cylinder 600cc machines. Neil Ritchie.
In fact, Spider, I would go as far as to say that prior to the Suzuki series, you would not have seen Damon Rees do a push like that on Daniel Meadham. But Damon's got so much confidence from that series where he finished second to Daniel that he's realised now he's capable of racing with Daniel, and that's exactly what he was doing, racing with him. Not just playing follow the leader, not just a slipstream, not looking for him to make a mistake, not looking for him to say, I'm going to try and slip past him down a straight here, but actually being aggressive and having it go on part of the track, just to let Daniel know, don't worry, mate, I'm here to go. Every time you're a millimetre out, I'll steal a millimetre and take it. Hey, racing brought to us by Ctas Motorcycles at home with Honda and Ducati, your authorised dealers on our motorcycle mecca that we love here in Christchurch, Manchester Street, of course, on 3664401 or casbolts.co.nz, the home of Honda and Ducati. More great sponsors on great real Pura racing here at the Mike Pura Motorsport Park and Motorcycling Canterbury. Reminder, have a go day here on January the 30th. Spider, is this a Cam Hudson benefit? Is he just going to go too far out in front now? Nobody can touch him?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've only got 2 laps to go. He's got to fight with, well, not to fight so much with lap traffic. The biggest thing the man needs to do is keep his concentration and also not try and be a hero and just go faster and faster, because one of the issues we have with the 600cc class is there is a tyre limitation. So you only get allocated, I think it's 2 fronts and maybe 3 rears for the weekend. So, and you've got, it's the last lap. Yeah, it's the last lap. White flag's out. So you only get allocated so many tyres. So you can cook all your tyres in this race, and then, of course, for the big extended New Zealand Grand Prix tomorrow, you would really want to go in there with a fresh set of tyres. And those tyres had to work through qualifying as well. So that's the game at the moment. Keep his head clean and do it. And he's doing it fine, coming out of the icon corner into the hairpin for the last time. There is still that battle on in the same position there for second place, as I said, going into the hairpin. It is met him by maybe 8 to 10 bike lengths. Damon Rees is going to be charging hard, but he also knows very well to finish first, you've got to finish, and he's got to keep these points. You know, it's no good throwing it away in the first race of the New Zealand Championship. And the battle is on there. Shane Richardson is eyeing up in 4th place. He's eyeing up Alex Phillips, and while he's doing that, Jaden Hassan is right. Aaron Hassan, is right on his tail. So we've got a big action there for 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th, all as they come, coming around the Christchurch Casino corner.
Well, Jeremy Holmes, we'll talk about Jeremy back in 7th place, bike number 10, that beautiful Southland Honda CBR 600R. And some problems here yesterday when something fell off and went into somewhere that it should not, but the guys were able to find out what the problem was and fix that yesterday afternoon and have the bike back on the racetrack. So good. Oh, I tell you what, it's getting close, getting close. As Spider as well talked about. Look at that. Oh, in fact, that is a change. There's a change. And we have seen Aaron go up. Aaron's gone up on Shane Richardson. I think Shane's had a real big wake-up call over the Suzuki series when he made a mistake. We just look down there at the moment, and there's the checkered flag. There's the checkered flag. And thanks indeed to Grant Madden down here doing an awesome job as always on the flags. And there's the run through in here. Oh, I tell you what, trying to get back. Oh, how close. But Phyllis went out wide. I think Phyllis is going to hold it. Aaron Hassan, he was right back there at the moment. That was so good. And Aaron Hassan, I tell you what an awesome last lap, because that was within a bike length of the letter A of Aussie visitor Alex Phyllis. And of course, special hi to